Well, welcome. Thank you for coming in today, and thank you foremost for being on time. My name is Miss Barnes, and your name?
My name is John Awoyumbo.
John Wimmer. Can you pronounce that again?
John
Mm.
Awoyumbo.
Oh, John, do you have a nickname or something that you would like for me to call you?
Or you can call me AJ.
AJ,
That's correct.
thank you for allowing me to call you that.
You what?
AJ, let me ask you, before we get started, going into the session and stuff, I would like to go over some confidentiality papers with you. This is a consent form, and I would like for you to take a few minutes to look at this consent form. And that consent form that I have given you, it protects me as well as you as the client. This is important information that lets you know anything that goes on between me and you will not be going. It will not be held outside this. Will not be heard or anything outside this meeting today that we have in this session about. So if you could take some time to look it over, make sure that you agree with everything, because I just don't want you to sign and you haven't took a moment or two to look it over.
Okay, I'm done with it.
Are you sure you're done with it?
You want me to sign it?
Yes, I want you to please sign and date it. Signature here, today's date here. Thank you so much. Now, thank you. Now that you're here, I wanted to, as I had your file faxed over to me and I read over some of the notes, and I'm just going to ask you, what are some of your expectations that you expect to get out of this session today?
Definitely. I want a positive result, something that can, assure me of, a greater tomorrow, which, I will appreciate as, the likelihood of living a better life, quite different from the past.
Okay, so let me take a few moments and address some of those things. You are looking for a better life.
Sure.
Let me ask you, how old are you?
I'm 50 years now.
Are you married or anything?
Yeah, I'm married with two kids.
2 kids?
A boy and a girl.
Oh, okay. So, am I being too personal if I was to go ahead and ask you, how long have you been married?
Oh, I've been married for like 28 years.
I noticed that you have a slight accent. Are you from the country?
Oh, I'm from Africa. I'm from Nigeria. In the west part of Africa.
Okay, so how long have you been over in the States now?
I've been here for like 25 years.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go back to basically what are you here for? What's the main thing that you think that you have came for? I read through some of your notes that was submitted to me. I seen that you have been in counseling once before.
Sure, but I'm here, today, basically to address, the issue of, how I can stop, smoking marijuana. Yes, I do. Yeah, I do that. I smoke marijuana, and I'm thinking like, I don't want my kids, to know, I'm doing that kind of a thing. But most especially, I'm a biker anyway. So when it is time for me to go out with my co-bikers, so that is when, I consider taking at least a stick of, marijuana. You know that?
Wait now. You say you smoke marijuana.
Of course I do.
And this sounds like something you've been doing for some time now.
I've been doing it forever.
Forever?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
for more than 20 years.
But after I read through your notes and it said that when you went to counseling, you were able to stop. Am I right or wrong? I read here somewhere where you were in counseling and you were able to, what I want to say is to kick the habit back then. What made you start smoking marijuana again? You say riding your motorcycle?
I can't do without it when it is time for me to ride my bike, you know. And then I love biking anyway, so that's the reason why, you know, I can, you know, just stop completely. You know, it was a thing of, you know, daily basis before or every other day, but now it's a thing of, you know, whenever I want to ride my bike, you know.
Okay.
Alone. So I don't, you know, smoke when I don't, you know, want to ride my bike.
Okay.
So the only time I smoke now, marijuana now, is when I want to ride my bike.
Okay, so while you're here today, that lets me know. And by the way, thank you so much to just be able to offer up that type of information. As you can see now, I'm taking notes only because I want to be able to, you know, redirect or come back to some things that you have said. But what I'm seeing here is you say you like smoking, doing marijuana, riding your bike. That's dangerous on the road. Are you serious?
Well, it might be dangerous, but I'm used to that. So it's just, you know, I just like to be a little bit high to gain my confidence, you know, while I'm on the road, you know. You know, there'll be truck, there'll be cars, there'll be a lot of, you know, road users, and me, you know, as a biker and some other bikers, you know, it gives me more confidence.
Okay. So let me just stop you right there. You say it gives you confidence.
Sure.
But how about saving our lives out here on the street? When you, AJ,
Yes.
are you listening?
I'm following.
Okay, please, AJ. This is very important for me to have to say to you. How about the other people that's out here on the roads each and every day, AJ? And you out here smoking marijuana. You know, that's hard to believe, but hey, I'm okay with you coming in here, opening up, telling me all these things. But that's hard for me to believe. You, how old are you again?
50 years now.
50?
Yes.
Oh, AJ, you know.
Let me tell you this. There is a way, you know, that I gauge my, you know, stick of marijuana, no overdose. You know, when I take the regular dose, I know how I measure my dose. When I take the regular dose, you know, I'm okay, I'm stable, no hallucination or whatever. So I just want to, you know, think about, you know, the way I can just, you know, stop it totally and do away with it.
Well, let me ask you, AJ, do any of your family and friends or any of your other family or anybody else know that this is what you do when you go out and ride your bike, you smoke marijuana?
Man, only my, you know, bikers, you know, friends, you know much about it, because some of them, you know, are in the same, you know, acts. So we do it together. So, but my family, my wife and my kids must never know this, because I don't smoke around them and they never see me smoking.
Well,
You understand?
well,
They never see me smoking.
Well, let me say this to you, AJ. What made you decide to start smoking again? What made you feel that that was the right route to go?
I have to tell you this. As long as I'm still a biker, you know, riding around with, you know, the biking club people, I can't do away, you know, without it. Or probably if there's any other way, any other suggestion from you.
Exactly.
That will give me an alternative option to smoking marijuana. That will be fine. Or do you think, I have to quit Bikers Club?
AJ, you don't have to quit your biking club, but if we can get together and set some type of goals or planning for you. Instead of spending your money on smoking marijuana, I heard you say earlier in our interview about you like going on different vacations. Is that true?
Oh, that's a hobby. I like that.
Exactly. So what you spend out smoking, don't mind me. I'm just trying to take notes of everything that you so far came to tell me. I would suggest that we work out some type of plan where you can probably put that in a little kitty jar. And when I speak up on a kitty jar, I mean like some type of savings. And then let me just ask
You
you.
mean something like the piggy bank?
Exactly. Oh, I should have rephrased that. Something that you know
You
about.
think I can do that?
Yes, I think you can. Why not? Let me just ask you, AJ. Just let me ask you. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest, between those two numbers, what do you think you rank at? And when I say rank, what think that how much of this marijuana you have to have? On a scale to 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest.
Is it, in a day, or are you saying in a day or
any day, or every time you go to these biker parties, and you say you go there like 2 or 3 times a week?
Oh, I reduce it now to once in a week.
Oh, once. Okay. Yeah. So that's even better. So let me ask you, why did you reduce it to once every week?
Oh, because my kids are, keeping me busy now. I have to assist them with their own work.
Okay.
I have to take, them to their basketball game. I have to stay with them. And they have, different schedule.
Okay, different schedules.
So that, keep me more
okay.
busy.
And stuff like that is something that I can understand, and it keeps you busy, and it keeps you somewhat focused. And you just imagine your kids, they come first. Am I correct? Those are the most important things to you. It's your family, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
My family are the ultimate. I cherish them much. I love my family, my wife and the 2 kids. I love myself even though. So they are very important to me.
And I'm so glad.
They are very important to me.
You the first man that really came in here and pointed that out. Now,
really?
Yes.
I'm good.
Yes, AJ.
So I'm still good in some area, right?
Yeah, you're absolutely. You're very good in some area.
Wow.
So let me just ask you this. Suppose, as I said, we set up this goal and this planning. So, the next time you come in. But suppose this evening when you go home and you just had dinner with your kids and watched a little TV with the missus, your wife that is, and all of a sudden, you went home, took a hot bath, and decided to fall asleep. And then after that, you fell asleep, and then all of a sudden, you woke up the next day. And the next day, you felt like, wow, ooh, as if you didn't have like no taste for it anymore. Marijuana, that is. No taste for it, and you felt like everything was okay. With that being said, how would you feel?
Oh, wow. That's going to be a great day, a new beginning of another life. I would like that. That will save me, a lot of money. Do you know marijuana is very expensive?
Oh, I wouldn't know, but I'm quite sure it probably is because I watch the news.
I'm telling you, it's very expensive.
It's very expensive. So how much you think you spent out on something like that?
Probably, $30 to $40 every week.
So think about it, AJ. Think about what we said, what you could do with that $30 or $40. Okay, we talked about vacationing, right?
Sure.
And putting that money in a penny bank, right?
Mm.
That sounds like the ideal thing, right?
I would consider it.
I'm glad.
I would consider doing that anyway.
Okay, so moving on. So AJ, so by you saying that this is something that you will want to work on or getting back to or coming back in and stay on task, because this is something, like I said, it's not no really hard drugs, but what I'm worried about is you going out there riding your bike, actually going against the trucks and everything. I hope you don't be dashing in and out the on the highways or anything.
That's the salt of the game. I do that. Come on.
AJ, let's just stop right there. Let's just stop right there.
Come on.
I'm gonna write all of this down, and I'm gonna see if we can work together, put our minds together, and try to do something about what you're saying. Smoking marijuana is no good for you. Then you ride your bike outside on the highway. You got cars, trucks, or anything. You risking your lives and the pedestrian lives and anybody else's lives out here on the highway. Okay?
Oh.
What do you think, how your family would feel if something worse to happen to you?
That's why I pray every day.
Oh, AJ, that's good that you pray.
Yeah.
And I don't want to sit here and bring, that's good. I don't want to bring religion into this or anything. And I'm not to say.
I'm fine.
Okay, as long as you're fine with it, then we could talk just a tad bit on it, okay? I'm glad you pray. Because like I said, not many people come in here, especially men, and open up like you doing today. So I like that. So, do you think you would like to come back and sit down and meet with me and talk to me more?
Oh, sure. Sure.
And-
I'm going to try to see
Try to see.
how long I can go,
Exactly.
without
Exactly.
smoking marijuana. And I want to, I can't do without my bike anyway. I want to see how it will go if I don't smoke marijuana before I, started, to ride my bike.
Okay.
So I want to, try it for a couple of times. If there is no significant difference, between smoking and riding and not smoking and riding, then that will be a great result, and then I would like to come back anyway.
Okay, and that's something that I will.
To tell you, how it goes.
And that's something that I'm glad that you're able to and you feel comfortable with me in coming back in to meet with me. But I just want you to really leave up out of here with an open mind and not just think about yourself. Think about other people, okay? When you out there on a bike, you should come first, okay? And the people around you as well, okay? We do not need another statistic out here on the streets. Do you want me to have to hear about you on Channel 59 or anything like that? And then I'm going to say, oh, wow, I met that gentleman. His name was AJ. He allowed me to call him AJ.
Sure.
Okay? I don't want that to happen for you. So,
that won't happen anyway.
well, okay, because what you going to do, AJ?
I got several things to do.
Mm-hmm.
I can, stop smoking, when I'm about to, ride my bike again. One thing I don't, I would like to say again, I'm a pray,
Okay, that's fine.
Things will be fine.
That's fine.
I'm
And
a good prayer warrior.
you, okay, you're a good prayer. And did you say warrior?
I'm a good, prayer warrior.
Oh, prayer warrior.
I pray a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just really just digging in there to see what you were saying, you know.
Prayer warrior. Hallelujah.
Okay.
Hallelujah.
Okay, AJ, calm down. It's okay. And I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad that we were able to sit down and talk about all of this. And I hope I was able to cover everything with you. How do you feel now that you came in?
Oh,
spoke to him.
it's nice, talking to you, and I really, really, appreciate your effort, trying to, tell me, what to do and what not to do, I really, understand your concern about,
Yes,
me
and I'm
smoking. I know it's a big concern to you, which I don't, think about it, that somebody else somewhere will be, mindful of me smoking while, riding my bike. But anyway, you have, show your concern about that. I want to promise you that, I want to stop that. And then, actually, that was one of the reasons why I come here. And then I want somebody, to be in my shoe.
Well, let me just ask you this. Now, AJ, you said you were able to stop a couple of years ago, right? And when you did that, how did you feel? How did you truly, really feel? You were able to stop smoking once upon a time, am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
And how did you feel? You wasn't, I take it, riding bikes then, right?
I was riding bike. I was still, riding bike then, but not, as frequent as it is now. And sometimes bad gangs. I can say groups, when you are in the groups of people that are doing something probably good or bad.
Well, let me
you might want to imitate one of those things. So,
well, let me just suggest to you,
okay.
when you feeling that way and you see that they're doing something, you find you something positive to do. If it's like bringing out a book, a magazine, you like word puzzles or anything?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay, you pull out a pen or a word book or something and keep it in mind. Hey, I'm going to do something with my $40 this week. I don't have to smoke with them. I could put mine in a little savings or something and put it to the side. And you can do a word puzzle. And I'm quite sure you have the latest cell phone, right? They have games on there. You can focus on something else. You truly, really can. You can focus on something else.
I will try that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You promise?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I see that they told me here in your documents that you are scheduled for at least 8 more sessions. Is that something that will be all right with you?
8 more sessions?
8 more sessions?
Yeah. I'm aware. She told me. But I think, I'm almost, close to, the solution that I think I want. So I will work on it. I will work on everything, that we
Exactly.
discuss, about now. So if those 8 sessions will still work, then we're gonna see it anyway.
That's what they mandated for you to have to do. 8 more sessions.
It's okay.
Okay, and that's good to hear. So every Friday we'll still meet up at the same time and same place. So if any other changes, I would like for you to give me a call. Okay? Give me a call. Let me know what's going on. If you cannot make it, if it's raining outside, or if it's, you just don't have transportation. Just don't not call me and I don't hear from you, okay?
Sure.
Okay.
So, may I ask you one question?
Go ahead.
So, if at the end of the 3rd session, probably the next 3 more Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
So, if I think, I'm okay, everything, that I want to achieve, all I've accomplished. So, do can I just, call it quit, or
No,
what do you think?
with this right here and these type of forms and this written paper that I have from your probation officer, it doesn't work like that. See, they told me that you have been caught, okay, with some stuff on you, okay? I don't know. I'm not asking no questions or anything. I'm just your therapist for right now. I don't know what you have done, but from my paperwork and where it's standing now, you still have to come in. Okay? This is something that we still have to do, and it's, like I said, mandated. So I'm sorry, there's no way around that. Anything else you would like?
Okay, I understand you. So then, do you think of any other, suggestion, like sometimes, when people, stop doing something,
Well,
there's always a withdrawal symptoms.
well,
You
I
understand?
have quite a few individuals that come and see me time from time, and sometimes I don't really like calling it withdrawal. I say a little setback. And when I say setback, they had a little setback, okay? Because when I think of withdrawal, I think of somebody that's got admitted into the hospital. That's just my personal opinion. But some individuals come in here and they just having a little setback with coping and being released back into society and trying to figure it out. So I pretty much work one-on-one, hand-on-hand, and I try to be there for them with the understanding that I can't make any promises or any changes. I can only advise them and suggest a few things to them.
Okay.
So with that being said, yes, I'm just willing to work like that.
Okay.
So do you have, I'm going to say this to you. Do you keep like a journal or anything? A pen or when I say a journal, a little notebook, it'll look something like this. This is more girly, but you probably wouldn't like this kind. So if you go pick up one at the Dollar Tree, the dollar store, just start when you're feeling like overwhelmed and like you was talking about marijuana and how it affects you. Just think about it. Jot down notes. Keep you some notes, documentation, like you express that how often you go to different activities with your kids, and you can just have little notes of special times with your wife, stuff to just point you in another direction. Get you a book and start keeping you a journal, okay?
What am I going to write down in the journal?
In the journal, you'll say, well, maybe something like this. I have went out, I rode my motorcycle, and I didn't have a taste for the marijuana. Instead, I went and got me a pop, probably a bag of chips, and I watched the game or went to the show or something, or took out your puzzle book and did a couple of puzzles. You can even use your phone. You don't have to do no extras or anything like that. I notice you watching me.
Yeah.
I notice you watching me right. It's all positive stuff. No negative, all positive.
No. I don't have anything, against you. I'm just, keep looking. So that's it.
Okay, so this is what I do with all my clients that come in and visit me. I like to keep a little journal or something. That's what I do. Just so the next time they come in, we're able to work together and pick up where we left off at. So this all good thing.
Are you gonna give me, a copy of,
Well, if you let's wait. This is our first day. If you need something to state or show your probation officer or anything outside of this, my receptionist would be so gladly to give you something. But these are my notes, and if you want something, like I said, to give your probation officer or anybody that needed proof that you did come in, then my receptionist would be gladly to help you out with that.
Oh, okay. So, sure.
Okay. So how do you feel? All about today was about you. Do you feel that we were able to, cover some things that was going on? How do you feel about today's session? That's what I'm basically asking. How do you feel about today's
Oh,
session?
it's okay. At least it's a groundbreaking, to the process.
Yeah,
And I think this very day, is like the beginning and the beginning and the end, to the solution of what the problem is, because you already almost have addressed every
issue that you may have.
definitely. So, and that is why I was asking you earlier that if after the third week I don't feel like coming again, I think if I feel I'm okay, would that work? And you said
No, I'm honestly be honest with you. I see a lot of individuals that try to come in here, and not to say you, AJ, but I have a lot of people, male and female, that comes in here and think they would come in and try to pull the wool over my eyes, and you see I got 4 eyes. And come in here and suggest after the third session, hey, I'm okay. I don't need to come in here no more. But that's not always the case. That's not always the case. It doesn't work like that. And in your case, like I said, between me, yours has been mandated by your probation officer. So any questions with that, you will have to take it up with them.
okay.
Okay. So, anything else?
By now, I think all the issues have been addressed. At least to some certain extent.
Okay.
So,
Like I said, once you get you a pen and paper, and also in that journal, if you have even questions for me, you are more than welcome. If you think you're going to forget, write them, jot them down. Jot them down and then bring them in, and then we can see where we at. But our first goal that we're going to seem to work, I'm over here, AJ.
oh,
AJ?
I'm following.
Okay. Okay. So, you know what I just said?
Say it again.
Okay, I said anything that you might have questions about, you might want to jot them down. And that way, if you jot them down, the next time we have a session together, you will be able to write it down and bring it in. And we can work on that.
I think I'm okay. I don't think there is